Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Eternal SMP with your host, the guy that tries, me. This is episode 3, and as you can see, I am currently mining out some stone because I will be needing a lot of stone for today's episode. We have a lot of building to do, not just in terms of building actual structures, but also some farms. We're going to set the foundation for the rest of this season so that we can have an easier time building bigger and better things. Which means, of course, I do need to gather up a lot of stone, a fair amount of stone actually, several stacks if I must admit. So I'm going to quickly crack on with that, and I will see you guys after I am done. I also do want to quickly touch on the last episode. It's been a couple days since it's come out, and so far it has been receiving a lot of good feedback, a lot of positive feedback, which I am happy about. As I have mentioned, moving forward, I will no longer be editing to such a crazy extent as I have been in my episode 1 and every other episode before that, because it does take very long, and getting out episodes is something that I really want to focus on. But that is not to say that there will be no editing at all. I will definitely try to get some of those in just to emphasize certain moments and emphasize certain parts within the episode. And speaking about episodes, I do want to thank everyone for watching not just this one, but every other episode that they have seen. So I do want to thank each and every one of you guys for making that happen. But until then, guys, I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to quickly finish up all this mining here. Okay, so we got about a shulker box full of stone, which is perfect. Should be more than enough for today's builds. And if not, we can always come back down to the catacombs of my base. That's right, I built this whole thing and I'm just putting a little mine shaft right under it. But if we get out, I can talk to you guys about what we are doing today. That looks beautiful with that as well in the background. But like I said, let's talk about what we're doing today. Let's get on top of this roof. Can I land it? Oh, wow. Nice. So in today's video, I will be making several things. 3 things to be exact. 2 farms and 1 shop. I'm not going to tell you what kind of farms they are, what kind of shop I am making. You guys will have to stay to the end of the video to figure that out on your own. It's going to be a mystery. We'll keep that a mystery. I know what you're thinking. That is a lot of things to do in one episode. But we have the materials. We have the time. And I am going to get it done. I assure you. Oh, what is this? Eternals community chest. Oh, I think this is something that Stumps has made, which I think is a brilliant idea. Holy moly. Look at that, and it's so good looking as well. I wonder if there's anything inside these chests. I mean, barrels. No, nothing. But this is pretty cool. Okay, I like it. What if I press this button? Okay, nothing. Well, that is still a great idea. I'm really keen to see what's going to be left inside here. So just anything that we don't need. Interesting. This might just turn into the community bin at one point, but that's okay. That's still a great idea, Stumps. But let me show you where everything is going to be held, all the shops as well. It's going to be down here in the shopping district. Look at that. The Eternals have figured out how to put emojis onto signs. So as you can see, they are taking full advantage of it. But anyway, the shopping district is down here, so let's head on down. It's always the scariest thing doing that, especially into a one wide hole. But yes, as you guys can see, this is a deep dark, and over there you will see an already built shop by Mikey. It is an awesome looking shop. And I will be paying a little visit to that shop later on, maybe spending a few diamonds. So let's look forward to that later on. But for now, this is the shopping district. And if you guys remember in episode 1, this is where we got all the armor trims from Mikey and bales. That's where we all set up for the dragon fight. And over here, this was meant to be a shop, I believe, for Mikey and Bales, but I think they have since decided not to go with it. But if we head down this way, I believe I have a nice little spot over here. Yes, guys, shop here. That's right, guys. This is my spot here. But if we look over there, there is a much bigger spot that we can use. In retrospect, the spot that I currently have is quite small. So we do need something a bit bigger. So I'm thinking of moving my shop just over here, just over there, so that everything fits nice and well. with that being said, I need to get started with collecting all the materials. I've collected a lot of stone, but that's not all we need. We also need a lot of brown mushrooms. So that is why we are here again in the taiga biome. And I think we need several stacks of these. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all these real quick. And then we'll grab everything else along with it for the first farm. So let's get that out of the way. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, here you guys are. Now that I've got all the items in hand, it's time for me to make my way to the specific biome to build that farm. Once I get there, you guys will probably understand what I'm making and what kind of farm it's going to be. So, ooh, here's a hint. I have made this farm before in the last season. So if you guys think you might know what it is, comment down below. But otherwise, I'm going to get flying. It is a couple thousand blocks away, so it's going to take some time. But with that being said, yes, looks like we have made it. We have made it to a swamp biome, which gives you one more chance to guess what kind of farm I am making. If you guys did guess a slime farm, that's right, you are correct. Yes, that's right, I am making a slime farm, the same slime farm from the last season, in fact. But why this one? Why not something closer? Well, it is because this one is the biggest and I don't want to be mining a lot of things. Ha! Perfect. We do need a big amount of space for this farm, and I would prefer not to chop down trees. And as you can see, we already have a nice big space here, so it's going to be easier for us to build, which I should get cracking on, or else this episode will take a lot longer than it should. Let's go. Just like that, we are now done. And as you can see, we are pulling in a lot of slime balls, I guess. And I'd like to thank Ilmango again for that farm. If you guys do want to try this farm out, I would recommend it. It is in the description down below. But now that it's done, I'm going to AFK here for a while so I can get a good amount of slime. So I want to see you guys in a bit whilst I AFK. Okay, so it's been about a day of AFKing, and we have collected a fair amount of slimes. Let's go have a look. Oh, no, I'm joking. We're not going to die. So as you can see, we have increased the chest amount as well because we have filled up a fair amount of chest, I believe, over here. Oh, look. Nice. So we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and... I would say about a third, so 6 1/3 of slime, and we are going to grab a stack and a half of slime because we're going to move on to getting the next thing, which is coincidentally somewhere that we can find in the swamp biome. Let's go ahead and see if we can find these little things. I'm sure you guys do know what I'm talking about, something they can only find in the swamp biome. Let's see if we can find them. I swear I saw them ages ago. Where are they? Figures. Just when you need them, they are not around. Okay, fair enough. So sheep can also spawn in the swamp biome. I guess other animals too. But, oh. Everyone, shh. Shh. I said, shh, 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 shh. Creatures we've been looking for, and don't they look amazing? These things look so cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's breed up these guys so we can make more. One for you. And one for you. Is that how that works? Are they finding each other? It's beautiful. Look at him. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. There's water here, guys. Come on. You got this. It's not weird that I'm watching. Which one's gonna be? Yes! Okay. Now we wait. With all the tadpoles now in my inventory, as you can see, we've got a fair few amount. I am going to fly home because as you'll also see, my elytra is, it's pretty much going to break, and I'm using a spare one, which does not have unbreaking and or mending. So, we're going to get home real quick, and I'm going to kill everything up, and also maybe chuck on some enchantment on not just this one, but we do have a spare, we do have a few other elytras in the chest, and we'll get those enchanted up as well before we do anything else, just in case we have something like this that happens again. I'm definitely going to break these before we get home because we are about 8,000 blocks away. So let's fly home real quick before we continue making the second farm, which you guys have already guessed it. It's going to be a Froglight farm. So I will see you. Whoa, 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 whoa! I'll see you guys once we get back. Now that I'm back, I can finally start setting up for the build, but we need to first make a visit to a little shop owned by Mikey. That's right, we're going to visit the shop that we saw early on before, because we do need to purchase a few things, and it's also a great time to show you. Every time. It scares me every time. The shop that we're looking at is Mikey's shop. That's right, the one that we did see earlier on before. So let's have a... Oh, what's this? I don't think we're meant to see that one, but let's go ahead and see what we have going on over here. There it is. His shop, Mikey's shop, the pawn shop. As you guys can see, it looks freaking fantastic. We were actually here as he was building it, and it was a lot of fun watching him work and just messing around with him. But enough of that. This is looking great, Mikey. Let's go ahead and go inside and grab what we came after. No, not quartz, not string. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Obsidian. 1 stack for 1 diamond. We will grab 2 stacks just so we can future-proof ourselves over here. Let me see. 1 diamond, 2 stacks. You can have 1, 2. Perfect. And now we are all set. We can now make a shortcut on the nether roof to the slime farm. Speaking of the nether roof, let's go ahead and let's finally get started with today's second time lapse, and that is the frog farm. So let's roll that once I figure out how to get out of here. And it's always... It's up here? It's up here. Okay. Alright. And just like that, we are now done with the Froglight farm. Yes, I know, I make it sound like it wasn't hard. It was absolutely a gut-wrenching process to get those frogs to cooperate, and also just to get them to spawn. Waiting is so long, hey. But anyway, it's time for me to wait even more. We're going to AFK to see if it works.
If it works.
And then we can finally get around to making the shop. Alright, here goes nothing. Yeah, so it looks like I forgot the first thing about making a Froglight farm is that you need to do it over a basalt delta, so then we can get the magnet cubes to spawn. Ah, looks like I gotta tear all this down and then bring all these guys along with me. This was such a major oversight. It's okay. We will just we'll just rebuild it. It didn't take too long the first time, so hopefully it takes even quicker the next time. All right. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Let's try that again. Let's see how this goes. Welcome back, guys. It's been a couple hours, several hours actually, on and off at AFKing at this farm. But now that we have AFK'd for quite a while, let's go ahead and have a look at what we have got. Let's look at our rewards. Whoa! Oh my... What? What? I cannot believe that just happened. Oh, I am so silly. What was I thinking? What did I've got rockets in my hand and I didn't activate the... You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's see. What? Oh man, what did I do that for? Okay. That is a lot of Froglights. Wow, that's a lot of heaps. Whoa, this is full. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nice. Well, we've got a lot more than we'll ever need. But let's just take a few of these. These are the main ones that we need, actually. Just the... What are they called? The Orca Froglights, and the rest we will leave here. Maybe we'll turn this into a farm later on in the season. But yeah, that's a lot. Let's get out of here. What was I thinking? Okay, which way is it? It's this way. Alright. Is it this way? Oh man, we're gonna get lost as well. I think it's this way. Alright guys, I'm gonna see you back in the overworld, and we're gonna head back down to the shopping district where I will start building the next and final build, the shop. So I will see you guys there. Which ways? And after a stack of rockets and 20 minutes later, I find my way back and the building begins. Well, would you look at that? We are now done with the build, and doesn't it look amazing? I mean, from what you can see, don't you think it looks swell? Yeah, so some of the deep dark, you know, it's in the way, but what can you do? This place will need a cleanup. Hi there. This place will need a bit of a cleanup later on throughout the season, but for now, we will just leave it as it is. As you guys can see, we have made an iron shop. I know what you're thinking. Wait, you made a slime farm and then a Froglight farm just so you can make an iron shop? How does that work? It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. But I really did want to use the Froglights for the windows, and also I needed the slime so we could breed, also we can get the Froglight. So, you know, it all worked out, but I think it looks amazing. Of course, this is a very biased opinion because I did make it, but look at that, guys. Just look at it. We're going to put some signs on those, I mean banners, but once I figure out how to make those, it's just going to say iron or iron shop, something like that. I think there's enough room for iron. Oh, that being said, let's have a look inside. Well, let's look outside first. I did, again, stick with the same palette as I have done with my starter base. You can see we've got the greens, got the blues, got the cyans, with the birch, the yellows, and also the dark grays to the whites. It turned out pretty good. I think I like the overall design. I really wanted to incorporate some sort of bridge. I didn't want to have a shop that had a door at the very front, but maybe something on the side like this, for example. Guys, iron shop through this way, and this one staff only. As you can see, I do have these things going up. They run up and across, and then across through there, and then also across through there, and then into the actual inside, which we'll take a look later. I was planning on putting an iron farm just underneath here, but I do think that, I mean, how far does this go? Good far. What? What? That was completely lucky. Don't mind if I do. Just two? Nope, there's more. Need more? Nope. Okay. How far does this go? Oh, it goes pretty deep. We'll see, we'll see. I was planning on making an iron farm just underneath here, as I was saying. So then it would constantly be... So then that it would constantly be feeding us iron. That's not gonna work. My OCD's gonna get the better of me. What's this way? This way? You know what? I'm gonna come back to that. But as I was saying, I was planning on making an iron farm just under this part over here. So then we would constantly get a supply of iron, and I wouldn't have to refill it myself. It would just be running because it is in the spawn chunks. But we'll see, we'll see. Now that we're inside, let's have a look at what I've done. It's pretty basic. I mean, I didn't know what to put in here, but we've got some iron blocks sitting on some shelves, as you can see, I guess, to show that it's an iron shop. And then we've got a chest, several chests full of iron ingots, as you can see. Yeah, it goes all the way to the top. I think it, yep, stops around there. It's a lot of iron, 6 stacks for 1 diamond, which I think is a fairly decent price, I guess. But other people on the server do have their own iron farm, so I don't really know why I made this. I guess I just wanted to make a shop. I did have an idea that came to mind. That idea was that thing right up there, as you can see. And I was like, you know what? I'm making a shop for this. So that's what we have. And then we have some more iron blocks on the side, as you can see. And the back is exactly the same as the front. With that being said, guys, I am going to close out today's episode on this build. We've had a pretty busy episode today. We've made 2 farms. We've made the slime farm and also the Froglight farm, which enabled us to finish off this iron shop. All 3 of those builds turned out great and it was super fun to do. And I'm glad that you guys were able to come along with the journey. If you did enjoy today's episode, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Comment down below, you know, all the YouTube things, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Stick around and I'll see you guys then. Bye!